des années qui sont déjà sortis. Tu vas me péter pareil.
Ouais, c'est encore drôle en tabarnak, pas de problème. Non. Tu m'as acheté un camp, toi? Ah, merci, ma belle.
Tumbling
Je garantis que sur Canada, je fais même pas
Tumbling geisha, bye.
même pas une petite galaxie, donc je te le garantis.
Ah ouais, ben oui, tout, dans le fond. On gage combien?
On fera pas une scène. Toi, tu vas l'avoir. Toi, tu vas en avoir. Moi, j'estime que tu vas avoir 3 galaxies sur moi.
Ça a été malade, Big. Il finit ce temps-là là, que je me faisais gifter. Là. Je suis fini tête.
Tumbling geisha, bye. Il y a encore une fois, oubliez que
nous stream, puis que le monde va dans son live pour nous regarder. C'est comme s'ils pouvaient nous regarder de même. Explique-moi ça, toi. On se fait stream par le monde. Le monde va dans les lives de ceux qui nous stream. Mais pour nous regarder. Ils nous regardent dans les lives des autres. Ça n'a rien compris.
J'ai des new gifters, mais c'est pas mêlant. Les gifters n'aiment pas. Les gifters préfèrent me faire chier, Chris.
Big, arrête, si j'ai 40 points, t'as 100 points, là, arrête, là.
Yo, c'est du calice de tapotage, là.
Big, moi aussi. J'aurais même pas une rose, Big, dans le speed, arrête, là.
Hey, il dit ça, il m'a fait du cul, tu sais.
J'ai même pas de rose, Big, j'ai même pas de rose, j'ai même pas de rose.
Merci, gars, merci, bon.
Ah, Ismaël, pas de minute. Merci, Ismaël. On a une rose. En ce moment, on en a 2.
Merci, à vous.
Attention, il en manque 2. On va savoir les 2 qui descendent. Ah, Gab avec la rose, merci, Gab. On va savoir la 3e manquante. La 4e manquante, excusez. Ben oui, Cherry Bomb a décidé qu'elle me la donnait. Fait que tu vois, gros, check bien ça, tu vas me fendre le cul dans le speech. Je te dis, je fais même pas 5 piastres. Check bien ça.
they're complaining.
Well, c'est just me, all type belt.
Non, mais d'abord, Cherry, Cherry Bomb!
À bout de calice. Tabarnak, thank you, calice. Toi, t'es passé de match 3 à 10, calice. Thank you,
Moi, j'ai
Chris.
mis 5 voyages en même temps que je ne recevrais même pas une galaxie dans la soirée. Combien vous gagez, j'en aurais même pas. Ah, Cherry Bomb, merci de la calotte! Oui!
Arrête, Big, de jouer à ça, là.
Merci, Boss Mama avec le curry.
Merci, James, merci, gars.
Ah, Ismaël, oui, let's go, la galaxie, mon pote! Bouya! Eh oui.
C'est à bout de calice.
Merci,
Hey,
Ismaël.
à bout de la femme. Calice,
Gang,
ça a besoin.
positif, c'est
Thank
ok,
you,
il y a
Chris, merci, Big.
positif, gang. On reste dans le log, on reste dans le positif.
Thank you,
Peu importe les haters qui disent, peu importe ce qu'ils font, on ignore ça, gang. C'est une communauté positive, man. On se colle du reste.
Ça a marché en esti ta psychologie inversée. J'aurais jamais de galaxie, moi.
Non, mais j'en avais pas d'autres, là. C'était juste une, calme-toi, là.
Est-ce
Gage plus.
Hey, moi j'ai varié sur toi, là. J'ai varié sur toi. 2 piastres, parce que j'ai pas plus que ça, je suis pas calice. Personne à qui tout le monde s'en calisse.
Penses-tu qu'on va en avoir une autre, mettons, mon bord avant la fin de la game?
Ben, Chris, pas besoin. On a Chris, tu gagnes déjà. Es-tu capable de mettre un autobus à 30 secondes, un petit poisson?
On bloque pas le monde pour rien, Big. Non, moi je bloque pas le monde. Cherry? Ah! Cherry a fait dire on bloque pas le monde pour rien, Big!
Ah, calice. Merci, madame Sue. On va bloquer qui je veux, ce type, c'est pas content que j'ai pas le 33.
La fille, elle est level 34.
Un calice, Big, mais son petit level de fond. Vas-y, just me.
Faites le message, Cherry. Faites le message.
Vas-y, just me, IP.
Don't worry.
Thank you, calice. Il en manque pas gros, là. On pourrait le smoke, là. On pourrait le smoke, là.
Ah, Ismaël avec la galaxie, oui, mon gars!
Ah, je m'attendais à perdre, je l'avais déjà dit, les gars.
Merci, Ismaël!
Déjà plus que je
Ok,
pensais.
là, il y a du gant boosting site. Isma, MVP, t'as un gant. Cherry Bomb, t'as un gant, une brume, merci. Boss Maman, t'as un éclair, un gant. Merci, tapoteur. Si vous savez pas comment que c'est. Isma, tu dois savoir comment ça marche les x5. Boss Maman aussi. Cherry, pas besoin de te l'expliquer non plus. On en met un tout de suite, on en met un dans le speed, puis on en met un à 30 secondes qu'on est dans la merde. C'est tout.
Pourrions-nous mettre au moins votre 3 points s'il vous plaît, les boys?
Hey, abonnez-vous à Isma, merci Isma pour les 5 000 pour 9x5.
Exact, bien tout.
Ouais, on a vu.
Doji Callis. Dans cet Doji Callis.
Pas grave, la gars. On se laisse pas avant.
Dans cet Doji, une chance de jouer. Dans un rien goalsé. Dans son gars.
Les deux crosseurs ensemble, mais qu'est-ce qui te permet de nous traiter de crosseurs, mettons? Je veux dire, moi, j'ai crossé qui? J'ai acheté de la bouffe. Je l'ai préparé, je l'ai payé. J'ai crossé qui d'abord? Je veux dire, vous savez pas, vous auriez pu me traiter de crosseur, je n'avais pas payé la bouffe. Je l'avais pas préparé, mais là, ça a été fait, fait que je suis crosseur. Je veux savoir.
Moi, j'étais un gros crime de grosseur, la Callis. Moi, j'ai volé tout le monde ici. J'ai pas fini. Moi, tout volé, man.
Allô, de gars! On l'a entendu ton histoire avec des gars. Puis après ça, ben, j'ai payé la bouffe comme j'avais dit que j'étais pour le faire, même à l'avance. Est-ce qu'il y a un problème? J'ai crossé qui s'est payé. Ok. Tu sais, c'est facile de critiquer, toi, t'as fait quoi comme production dans ta vie? T'as jamais vu faire rien, ça. Et en plus, tu viens de peindre, tu me traites de crosseur, t'es level 0, t'as jamais rien donné à personne, ça. Je veux dire, t'es qui, toi, dans la vie, maintenant? Hein? Il nous en manque 4, 3 roses, gang.
Merci, Gab, le docteur, t'es
Yannick,
fou,
non,
Callis.
c'est ça, je te pose des
Es-tu
questions
capable d'être Galaxy ici?
pour le fun, mon homme.
Plus sûr. On va pas trop demander. On va pas trop demander. On est capable de la gagner, ça serait pas bien.
What?
Peut-être un man et de l'autre, ouais. Mais c'était pas pour le fait que je l'ai fait de mon cœur. Ça a donné de la marque.
Don't make this to go in.
À cette heure, là, si je veux faire quelque chose, je vais le faire à l'extérieur de la passion. Les gens seulement qui me supportent et qui sont vraiment fins, oui, vont avoir le droit de le voir.
We're doing a
Come on!
Shut the fuck. I feel like listening to battles, but not right now. Because I like one of the battlers, but I don't like the others. So another one of those middle of the day behind the scene, I like doing those because again, well, yesterday I don't want to be stuck in, oh, we'll get to do this video to start. But it's super nice, so let's freaking go and then let's have some fun. That makes a good content today. I feel like it. Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to Commercial. Just doing walk to having a wonderful day on this 28 September, 29 September 2005. Today is a beautiful day. I want to show you something. As you can see, I'm a bit tired, but we're all good. There you go. There you go. Look at this, look at this. I can Moon baby. I haven't seen you in forever. Don't blink, is your boy Ink. Welcome to our show. Just doing Mobster, having a wonderful day. Here with some nature report on this 29 September 2025. It is sunset. Enjoy. Wait for that. Oh, that's me. I'm trying to find the moon. There you go. It's very small, but I see it. Look at this bad boy. There you go. Not too shabby, isn't it? Don't blink if you're buying. welcome to our show. I'm just doing well, so having a wonderful day on this 29th September 2025. Today we are doing a taste test. It's not really a taste test because we had those before. This is my first video today. Again, I was talking about how unmotivated we are yesterday. Still the case today, but a bit better. Today we are tasting Ritz cheese sandwiches. You possibly had those. So the really cool thing with these is when I was a kid, when I was a young boy, they used to do the complete opposite. So what you would have, it's kind of like a Dunkaroo situation, where you have the Ritz cracker and you would have cheese. Now, they realized that people did love the cheese. And this is insane because this is kind of like an Oreo. So, it's something that was really working well, right? They put some cheese on it. And this is amazing. And the coolest thing here is they have to actually look at the brand. So these, they did a rebranding, of course. They did another way of, they did another package. But if you look here, it's Christie's. So Christie's, I've had these a million times and they're as good. I'm gonna be honest, a bit more cheese, been tweaked, but hey, we might have complaint, right? So, again, Christie's are renowned for their cookies. And because they make good cookies, they do this. So these are very vanilla, almost dry cookie, or almost stick cookies. You can kind of tell that they're sweet. But this is cool because it's a mixture with the saltiness. Before everything was sweet and salty, we had these. I'm a huge fan of the rebranding. I think it looks so good. Yes, it is delicious. It is delicious. What more do you want than cookie and cheese? It's rare. It's like something that they didn't change the recipe. These are phenomenal. Dumpling. That's a boy. Wasn't ready for a video, but this one decided to charge, so I don't have a choice. Welcome to another video commentary show. We're doing well on this 29 September with the moon. 25. Today we're doing a midday intro. I'm starting to really like those midday intro. So you guys have been telling me that you want to see, hey, what do you do today versus more than what is the plan today. I like to do what is the plan today because it's a good way for me to visualize myself, right? Yeah, this is this to do. Let's do it in one day, right? Middle of the day is super nice because you don't have to have this click of we're starting. It just happens, right? So this is pretty cool. What I do like about the midday also is you have a realization, and sometimes in your brain you think, when you say that out loud, it makes sense. So in my case, I'll have a complete day of I'll have a complete day of whatchamacallit. A complete half a day of doing things. And I'm like, okay, well, did I do enough? So the midday is it, okay, well, you did this, and now you have to do this. You still have this left. So this is like a good wake up thing, right? So today, what did we do? We went to a nice little bike ride. We went to my father's house, which was really cool. We went to the government, and the government, it went well, but it's so odd. It is so odd because she's moving on. She will not, well, she works there now, but she doesn't really work there anymore. the person that was giving me the course. So we're kind of moving on, and still I have this we're doing a complete video about it. It's a super cool subject too. Because now she's gonna be working somewhere else. So I'm like, holy shit, this is goodbye, you know? And it's insane because I didn't think about goodbye as a goodbye. So this also what we did this is a shout out to Sir Winslow Otry. Sir Winslow Otry. So Sir, you guys know him. I talked about him a couple of times. Kyle was at the same time, one of my good homies, right? And he was talking about, we were talking about progress because he's a fan, but also like he's doing the same thing as I do. And this is cool because Kyle is one of the only creator that is as insane as me, as producing as me, as consistent as me. He's gonna stream and he's gonna create content, right? So it is kind of nice to see, like, okay, well, there's still a human behind that, right? And I relate a lot to Kyle. So we're talking, and like I'm so nervous, and I'm like, and this is not even planned. You guys are gonna think that it's planned between me and him, but it's not planned. It just happened. So he talked about, well, I have a video where in the hype we have so much hype, we're ranking so good. Now the craziest thing is, if you asked me 2 days ago what was hype on YouTube, I wouldn't know what it is. I started getting interested in it because I saw, and this is crazy, I was watching this video and I was given the opportunity to give hype. So I was like, okay, what the hell is that? So Kyle says my hype, and I'm like, holy shit, dude. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you did it, right? And you see, this is kind of nice because it was just perfect timing. So he's telling me how to do it. He said, okay, well, you have to be partner. Are you partnered? And I'm like, no, I'm not partnered. Why? He said, okay, well, you need to be partnered for that. And then he said, I want to help you. And I was like, no, bro, you don't have to, because what I'm missing is watch time, right? Watch time. And technically speaking, right, I don't care. Because if you asked me last year, okay, so I'm just going to sound like such an asshole. I'm going to sound like such an asshole, but if you asked me last year, I would have told you that yes, I wanted to do this as a job. But now that we have a job, that money's coming in, not such a necessity as much as it was or it used to be. So I'm like, okay, well, I have 700 and I don't even know. I'll tell you. By the way, we are almost at 400 followers on the channel. Yes, we're at 736 on the main channel and 396 on the gaming channel. This is kind of insane, right? So I could be making money, and because even if I was partners, so there's two partners. There's the one at 500 where you can have your own store and people can give you super thanks and they can give you cash, right? And at 1,000 you get ad revenue because they put ad on your shit, right? And I always preferred Twitch and YouTube to TikTok, because Twitch and YouTube compared to TikTok, you had a pay which was organic through companies, which was revenue versus a gift or a tip, right? So I was like, okay, well, this is cool, but I'm not there yet. And even if I was there yet, like a lot of people were gonna do, which I believe is a mistake. You're gonna wait until they have 1,000 followers, and then they're gonna right away put ads. And don't do that. Just when you have 1,000 followers, your channel has more visibility. Wait until you have 2,000, 2,500. If you're in dire straits, of course, put ads, but otherwise, you're gonna kill your momentum, right? And then Kyle says that, and he's like, dude, you helped me a lot. He was like, you helped me push for partner, you helped me a lot. You're always boosting my algorithm by commenting and shit like that. And I was like, dude, I do it because you're a good guy, you deserve it. It was like, and this is insane because he's like, yeah, I want to help. I want us to help each other. You help me, so I should be able to help you. And I wasn't comfortable with asking for help. And at the same time, he was like, yo, I'm streaming like 13 hours a day. So he's gonna be leaving the video run behind. And at the same time, I didn't feel, but the reality is I have 2 channels. Now, here lies the biggest issue. I feel dishonest about having my own channel watching it. I would feel dishonest if I was making money. Now, where did all of that go? This is kind of important. Talking about hype. Hype is a way to get visibility on your videos, right? So with the visibility, what's going to happen with the visibility is my channel is going to be with more people. I have a hard time with visibility because I film so much. Because we film so much, most of my videos get 1, 2, or 3 views versus one of them that gets 100 views. So YouTube see this as 10 videos that are failure versus one video that's sort of popular, right? So with the hype, this would be a way to go around the algorithm, just get a video pushed out, people discovering me, and people could be saying like, hey, fucking love this guy, or he's weird as shit. And I felt dishonest as a content creator to do that. However, this is not about money. This is about visibility, right? If I have to do this, like for example, I wouldn't feel comfortable about self-promotion, right? Let's say I have a meatball shop, right? I'm chatting with this girl, she's Italian, so let's talk about meatballs. My balls in her mouth, hopefully one day. And let's say I have a restaurant, and we're selling meatballs. I'm like, my meatballs are the freaking best, bro. I swear. But I'm not gonna go tell people like, hey, my meatballs are fantastic. So what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna go and I'm gonna hope customer are liking them and come back, right? But what if a customer come back and says, hey, I brought some friends because your meatballs are that good, and I'm like, well, thank you so much. And do I feel bad about it because I offered a service, right? So this is like a self-promotion. This is letting the work talk for itself, right? So I possibly will cheat a little bit, which is kind of sucky for my legacy. But at the same time, like, one of the best examples that I have for that, and again, I'm not saying that this is what you have to do, right? I'm saying that for now, this is what we're gonna do. You had a guy like RiseGum. So RiseGum was a really popular content creator. I want to say like in 2018, 2019. Huge content creator, right? And then what happened is he kind of got out of the making content because he didn't need to. He was rich, and after that he was super honest, which is great. He was super honest about what he did. He said, "Oh, I used to bot my first stream. I wanted people to think that there's a party here, so they would join a stream where there's always people, and then they would say themselves. Organically speaking, I possibly had 10, 15, 20 viewers out of 100, but they would come back, and then I grew up like that, and he made a career out of it, right? At the end, did he bot? No, he didn't need to bot, which is kind of the goal, right? So yeah, so this is the plan. So today we worked a lot on making playlists that I can play as I sleep or as I stream, just like Kyle does. Because he wasn't wrong, you know? It wasn't wrong. Sometimes a company needs a little push, right? And the goal is to move on from that to just saying about, hey, my content is amazing. Kyle sits at 15,000 followers on TikTok, sits at 2,000 followers on YouTube, right? And that's because his video gets some views. His videos are this. And I gotta stop thinking that the way he's doing it is different, because I can do the same thing. And I gotta start saying like, hey, this is a proven method. You have a guy that's willing to teach you how to get there. It's willing to coach you, right? For example, he tells me like, I go to your stream and there's no banner, what the fuck? And I want to take that, and I want to take those advice, right? And it's kind of crazy because today we talk about mentorship. Talk about my friend Simon and how he mentored me. But Sir is mentoring me right now. And why is it not something that I'm interested in? Is it because it's my content? Yes, but he's not trying to change my content. He's trying to help me, to give me good advice, you know? And I'm thankful for that. So right now what we're doing is we did a Nature Corn. So the Nature Corn is a playlist which lasts like, I want to say like 1,000 hours. No. Let's say 400, 500 hours. And we'll let it play as I sleep. And I know that most people do that. I feel kind of bad doing it, but at the same time, see, and it's also the video that you're doing, right? It's also the video that you're doing. You're not doing a, for example, I'm not boosting a video that I think is worth boosting. I'm boosting Nature Corn, where I can go in my studio, write the name Nature, and they'll show me how many of those are that I do. And they tell me 3,000. Let me watch 3,000, one of my Nature Corn. And if you're looking here, why am I doing it? Well, because later on, these 4 playthrough, are gonna work, and I'm gonna have the nature corn beneath. That's pretty much it. So I want to thank Kyle, and it's such a nice thing because to me this feels like, and I'm gonna be giving you such a shitty example, but this feels like Rocky IV. And I'm in the trenches, and I'm beating up meat in a freezer, because that's what Rocky does. And I'm eating raw eggs even though they taste disgusting. And here is a guy that tells me, like, not only can you train, but you can have a team. Like, for example, today, and this is a motivation thing. You can have a little team helping you, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's people, when I'm going live, they're helping me. They're always there, you know, and I'm super thankful for that. And of course, they're doing it because we're friends, but they're always trying to help. They're also trying to help me. And today I was looking at something kind of sad, which is the TikTok studio, right? And it was so stupid. It was inspiration. What else was it? There were so many things, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful because it was giving you so much advice. Like, summarize. I'm gonna tell you. You're gonna hear also the microwave, because the microwave is finished. We're gonna be doing a TikTok live right after that. Ow, wow, wow, wow. Oh. I see the computer is closed. Also, the computer keeps closing. I don't know why. So that's not good. That's not good. So this is not the good computer. Truth is, I don't know where it is. I don't know. Aha. Is that it? I don't even know where my studio is, to be honest. Okay. Yo no sé dónde es. ¿Dónde tú están? Right here. There you go. Okay. So there you go. Right? So you have this. This is us, right? You see the channel here? This is me. This is me. This is me. And this is Kong Cobra GFS. Pay respect to this legend. So we do, I have to play this, right? We can do Nature Corner Volume 2. Then they'll tell me that I can't anymore. You see, you're gonna do collaboration. This is new inspiration. This is also new. Right? I did for a video. Nature Sport in New York, my secret to multi-channel content creation, my psychology of viral change, decoding my fast talk as a speech impediment. This is so cool. This is so cool. See? Collaboration. That would have been so nice. Promotion. That would have been so nice. Podcast. Playlist, posts, live, shorts, video. We need to take advantage of that, and that's a problem. And that's pretty much it. But even yesterday, we were straight up talking about how we had a thing on YouTube that was saying, like, hey, you literally get decoding. This is nuts. We saw the moon today, and now it's already on the other side of the building. And we've been filming for 29 minutes. So that's not that much. So yeah, I should be checking that, right? I have friends that check that, and I'm like, dude. And at the same time, I am so grateful for Kyle, because I have never, and this is I have never asked a person, hey, do you have advice for me? Hey, what is the change on YouTube? What is the change there? I had Janice. Janice was super helpful for that, because Janice is he's really good at the behind this. So, for example, we were doing TikTok Live together. Well, I was doing TikTok Live, and he was one of my mods. He was also super helpful because he would go in the background and would be like, "Hey, there's some new rewards. Hey, there's a new TikTok Live system. There's a new way to make it tips, right?" Also, Janice was the one that says, and again, this is super nice because he was the one that tell me, "Hey, are you aware that TikTok is gonna close?" And this is the proof that I need to be better, because he was like, "Hey, do you know that the TikTok's gonna close?" It was last year before Trump got elected, and I was like, "Yeah, but bro, it's in America," and it's like, "Yeah, but how many of your viewers are American?" I'm like, "Holy shit, you're right. You're right." You see, so I have to ask for advice. I have to ask for. I have to. But it's so complex because I really like the artsy part of the content creation business, right? Of course. But, and it's nuts because at the same time, it's so crazy because, I'm doing right now, well, not right now, but yesterday, we were doing like so it's a questionnaire, right? Because I'm seeing somebody and they're telling me like, okay, well, we're gonna find you a good job, but we're also gonna find you information if needed to be. And they're giving me a paper, and then you got like, okay, so you got like, for example, a subtitle. So for example, teaching, or one line like art of communication, right? And then you have some squares, and they'll give you a problem, or they'll give you like a situation, or what is required, or something that happens. Like, for example, I like talking about how I view things, but I'm also willing to listen to other people. You have from 1, which is not at all, to 5, like I'm interested in that, right? You have to do like from 1 to 5, right? And art of communication, I had the most. I had the most points. Some of them I had 5s, which is the maximum. But then out of it, there's one of this, and I don't remember what it was. It was something about, I understand that sometimes silence is golden, which I do understand, but you're talking about the art of communication as a job. Art of communicating, but silence is golden. So I was like, 1, because what's the point of being in a place where, for example, a radio show, right? But that's possibly it also. There was possibly like a radio show where there's a guy in the background that's just listening. Some of them are going to be control quality, right? I'm watching a lot of Howard Stern, and at the same time, this is insane because Howard Stern in itself, great radio host, amazing. But it's not Howard Stern that we, well, it is Howard Stern that we love, but it's also this team that we have. We have Chewy, that's behind the counter and make sure that the reception is okay. You got Chewy that makes sure, okay, well, who do we have? And they'll tell Howard some hints. It'll tell some hints. For example, we got Eric the actor. We got, we got Eric the actor. And you know how important Chewy is, but then you don't really listen to him. And Chewy's role is super important as a sort of a assistant, if you will, in communication. And the question of, I understand that sometimes like silence is golden, possibly could be like, hey, this is not my show, but I'm able to help the show with in silence. And I was like, in that sense, I would be. But at the same time, I have a lot of opinion, you know? So I don't know. But yeah, so with that, we're talking about it, and how can I have this domain that is literally quote unquote perfect for me, but I'm seeing some instances where I'm not down? How's that possible? Well, it's possible if you think about it like that. It's possible if you think about it as a sort of multi-level company. I mean, you think I was going to say multi-level marketing, huh? No. We are out of space almost. I'm gonna have to check that out. Feels good. So what I mean by that is, like, for example, a restaurant, right? You think about the cook in the kitchen, you think about the cashier, you don't think about the busboy, you don't think about the guy who's cleaning, you don't think about the guy who's maintaining things, you don't think about the manager who's doing, you don't think about the accountant, you don't think about the guy that's gonna make sure that the delivery guy, you don't think about those people. You think about who you see, but there's so much people behind that, and it's a whole team, right? And that's important. And I think that's what's going on with YouTube. It's, yes, something I'm interested, but it's so much more than just making content. It's posting. It's finding the right hashtags. Then it's kind of funny because with the right hashtag, I'm like, yeah, well, I'm fucking cheating because my video isn't good. The hashtags are just good. But then it's kind of complex because it's both of them. Is my content good enough to be watched? Yes and no. Am I too reliant on hashtag yes and no? Is it a tool that I should use but I'm not using for XYZ reason? And are those reasons valid or stupid? And in most cases, those reasons are completely dummy, you know? And that is just life. That is just life itself. I'm gonna do this, we're missing some storage, which is not good because I got an event in a couple hours. Oh, okay, I can delete you because we downloaded you on this phone. At least this phone is working. Okay. When my top stops, they go little bit of love drop, baby, some more. We from the north, we from the Canada. See, you see, I'm saying hashtag as a way to kind of cheat the system, but no, it's a tool. When there's a math problem that I cannot resolve, I need to use a calculator. Am I cheating? No, I'm using the tools that are available to me. Right? Now, in a perfect world, you don't need the tool. In a perfect world, there's a problem in front of you and you know how to resolve it. But what is the perfect world? And what does it imply? Is this something that comes like that, or is this something that takes time? And the answer is, I don't know. I don't know. Got 2.8. We're good. We're good. We're not good at all, but it's okay. My apologies. Trying to wait to cheat. If I can do that, that's gonna be amazing. Okay. And now what we're gonna do is, so we have a file that's 4 hours, and we have a file that's 1 hour. So we're gonna do RR2, right? And we're gonna cancel the RR, which is 52 minutes. Okay. Delete. Yes. So you see, because it's one video, this will take me 33 minutes, 32 minutes, 20 minutes, 29. Good. 28. Good. Why is that important? Because this video is actually like an hour and a half. So if I can upload this video, I'm gonna get an hour and a half of content. Right? And then we just skip the video to upload because it's so long. Anyway, enough of that talk. Love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Okay. Okie dokie, 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 okie dokie. Cool. Do you, but spare us the red child called Carnage. Cool.
Yo, vous aimez les
How about that?
Yo, don't blink, it's your buying. Welcome to our show. Considering walks are having a wonderful day on this glorious, can I get a glorious 29 September 2025. Tomorrow 30th, then is the first of the month. What am I celebrating? It's just another day. Just found myself wanting to do some memes. Give me toilet. Today, we are trying to use humor as a coping mechanism because we are dealing with grief. Now, before we even start, okay, no, oh, I got a pimple. Another part of the grief. Goodbye, Simon. you shall be popped. Another part of the grief. So don't worry, nobody is dead. As much as I know, possibly somebody is dead because people die in the world every single minute of the day. So why don't you take advantage of that knowledge to be nice to your neighbor and do a good action, because you never know when it's your turn, right? And no, my cat didn't die a horrible death because I don't own a cat. But if I did, it would be the freaking king in the world, and he would be the feline overlord that takes over Tibet in about a month and a half. You know, you gotta fabricate a plant, right? So yes, we're using humor as a coping mechanism because we lost somebody or we lost a relationship today. So as you guys know, for the last 2 months, I've been watching a lot of Korn, which has nothing to do with what we're talking about. But I've been seeing governmental employees, right? So the first one, because we're seeing 2 of them. And then what you're saying, hey, just seeing 2 isn't a loss of valuable resources of the government of Quebec? And my answer is possibly, but most likely I'm going to be a functioning member of society, and you see the potential in here. I'll be the next Terry Fox. If you don't know who Terry Fox is, you're missing out. Amazing story. And today, one of them, she told me like a month ago. And again, me and my great memories. She told me like a month ago, you know what? I'm not gonna be around for a while. I'm going back to school because I want to work with kids. She wants to work with what's the DPJ in English? Child Protection Services, so CPS. DPJ, which is Département Protection de la Jeunesse, which is the French version of what I just said. And I didn't know it was today. So today was the last time we saw each other, and it was kind of really cool because on one hand she's like, hey. On one hand, she's like, did you meet the other one? How do you feel about the other one? Is the other one's... Is she treating you good, but also are you interested in the help she has to give? And I'm like, I feel bad talking about your coworker in front of you because then the question is, who's your favorite coworker? It's like my mom and my dad saying, hey, I have something for you, but your mom also has something for you. So who do you choose? And then there's no answer. Right? What you do is you hide in your room, you wait until both of them look for you, then if you can, you grab both at the same time. That way, like, ha, suckers, I caught you both. So then she was talking about it, and at the same time, it was kind of weird, but then I realized that she was talking about it because she wanted to make sure that it was okay when she left, which is really sweet. So today, and ultimately speaking, it was such a weird relationship because it was a person that was there to help me build CV and a person that was there to help me build a resume, which is the same thing. CV and resume is the same thing, but also with interviews, which it's kind of crazy because like, I had the same job for the last 4 months. And the reason why we're looking for work is because it's not putting money in our pockets the way it should be. It's a job. It should pay for the bills, but it's not paying for bills, so there's a problem somewhere, right? And I love Bono from YouTube, but I love Bono from YouTube, but I'm not pro Bono, you know? So when it was the time for building CV, I'm like, my CV didn't change. But then you don't think that your CV is complete shit, and then she helps you build a CV. And then by miraculous, when she gives you the CV, you get calls and calls and calls and calls. Then maybe if the girl that I have right now, if they saw my CV, they would have been like, yo, this guy is straight up ass, bro. F that. I'm just gonna stop something, and we're gonna stop la 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 la, because we have an event that's finishing very soon, and I want to do it. I want a lot of energy today, and we're not even energy drinks in. I'm just in a good mood because, well, I don't want to talk about it too much because it's personal, but let's just say that we help somebody that's deserving of love and help, and she is grateful, and she noticed that I'm trying to help, and it's very sweet because at the same time, yes, it's a tough situation, and it's a tough situation that I don't know how to solve, but she knows I'm making an effort, and she's grateful for the effort. So I'm grateful for that, right? And I'm appreciative of the fact that she's grateful for that, because at the same time, it is the truth. Forgot to buy the Evan Pass, Evan Boost, 810 metal Schlack. We got antenna, and we got globalization, which is what? Which is tower damage 2%. Don't need it. Tower health 5%. I do need this. Yo necesito mucho más. I need this a lot. And we're gonna go with linger range. Okay. So now we need to do this, but I also need to do this. So we're gonna be canceling that. I'm sorry. The tower is a priority of the hermano in vendetta. The priority of your brother in vendetta. Yeah. So even with the resume, if I can do something, I can talk. Oh, that I can do. Oh, if they had an Olympic for talker, I'd be runner up. I'd be the fourth position. I didn't quite make it into the podium, but I still got a nice medal. Now, I know what you're asking me. Ink, what is the medal for fourth place in Olympics? And this is a very good question, because I'm going to tell you secrets. I don't know. I've never been in fourth position, right? I don't know. But if I did, I would tell you. It's made of vibranium. Oh, I'm broke. Ooh, I just said no to giving to a good cause. Fuck, dude. That makes me feel bad. I feel bad about that. You were dumb. I'm walking on sun. Hyperactivity takes over me like crazy. So what do we need to do? We need to do like no. Got globalization and antenna. Gucci. What do we do? Don't give up. I'm walking it out. Please don't give in. I won't let you down. The rest with us. Need a second to breathe. Just keep calling my name. Hey, what do you want from me? Shit. This is bad, bro. It's tier 7. Are you kidding me? I don't know if I can do it. This is bad. Shit. La mierda. So, with the interview, I thought it was brilliant. But then we talk, and I'm realizing that she asking me a simple question. This is not even a situation where there is a job at the end of the tunnel. There is a job at the end of the tunnel. What a weird thing to say. It's not even a case of, there's be motivated because there's something at the end, right? It's not even that case. It's just a person that wants to help me by doing a mock interview and practicing, and I'm freezing in front of her, and I'm like, holy shit. And I'm asking myself, did I freeze in front of other people? Because I'll be honest with you, I've had a bunch of unsuccessful interviews. I was like, okay, well, they looked at me and they said, oh, this is a fat fuck, PFF, fat fuck, and because it's a fat fuck, we're not gonna hire him. But what if it was just an excuse? And in reality, you're like, no, dude, that's not true. You just fucked it up, you know? And then you realize that maybe this is an excuse that I've been using for a while. And you realize that was possibly the case. Some job, that was possibly the case. But was it the end all be all of why I was hired or not? No. And I realized I was nervous, I had anxiety, and I was really uncomfortable. But she just asked me a couple questions, which is, again, to help me, you know? And it was nice because I kind of needed that. I need to be aware of my lack and my weaknesses. Which, oh my god, the poetic out of this, and yes, it's complex also because, you go there and like, okay, well, my goal is to find a job, and I think in 22 years I'm good enough to have a job as entry level at least, right? So you're not sure as to why you need the help, but then you have the help, and it's amazing because you're like, okay, well, fuck, this is more helpful than I thought, right? It's to give the chance to everybody, right? And it's. I know it wasn't forever, but today was the end, and I'm like, holy shit, I'm gonna miss this. I still have so much to learn. I felt like, oh my god, I shouldn't say that, but fuck it. I felt like Obi-Wan Kenobi when Qui-Gon Jinn died. So I didn't have some Anakin. There wasn't a red guy with some horns fighting me, and I didn't have to tell the council that I would teach a kid that I wasn't supposed to teach. So I don't know why I feel like Anakin, like Obi-Wan, but I do feel like Obi-Wan. Being serious because fuck the jokes, right? For a second, at least. It's tough. It's tough. Because you think that you found it like sort of a crutch, sort of a crutch, right? And you're walking with that crutch, and you're walking with that crutch, and you're walking better and better and better, and now you're not walking, you're walking fast, and you're almost running. A couple more thing, and you're running, right? And then they said, you know what? We have decided that you don't need this crutch anymore. And your first reaction is fear. You're like, okay, well, I didn't have this I can't. I need this, right? And it's crazy because when you look at the 5 stages of grief, fear is one of them, right? So yeah. Anyway, just wanted to come on here to talk about this. Am I gonna be okay? Yes. And even if I wasn't, the world keeps going on, which is something that I stole from Dwight Schrute. My master, I am his Padawan when it comes to the art of growing beets. A little bit of a Star Wars reference because I possibly watched Star Wars today. If you were wondering where all the Star Wars references come from, maybe, I don't know, maybe somebody watched the movie today. And if you were thinking that maybe somebody watched them today, you'd be sort of right? So yeah, and again, you see, if I make a lot of jokes, it's because I'm uncomfortable. And that's a bigger testament than whatever I was saying. Anyway, I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Let's go TikTok live. Don't give up. I'm walking it out. Please don't.